How's it going, guys? Zoro here once again for another live reaction. This time, One Piece double chapter reaction. I haven't done this. If I ever did this, this was before. I can't remember if I've ever done this before. That's how long it's been since I've had to do a double reaction. I'm usually very consistent, but last week I wasn't able to do my reaction, so this week we get the double, baby. The double, baby, the double. Chapter 1166, 1167 of One Piece. So strap in. It's going to be a fun stream. Be sure to like the video if you're just joining us. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you celebrated, I know there's people here from all over the world, so I don't know who out there celebrating, who out there isn't. Just make sure my stream is good. Awesome. No technical issues that I can see. Hold on a minute. All right. Everything's up to snuff. I probably should have remembered to bring the chapters up before I actually started streaming, but you know, that's what someone with foresight would do. Me, not so much. Alright, we're good. We're good now. What's going on, guys? My weekend was good. Thank you for asking. Hope you had a good one as well. Nothing for Black... I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna sound the most, like, cringy thing. I did buy one thing for Black Friday. I wasn't looking to spend too much on Black Friday because I didn't see any deals that were really appealing to me. Last year I had to get a new PC, so that's what I used my Black Friday spending on. But this year I didn't really need too much, but I saw that there was a sale on Gamer Subs, so I bought Gamer Subs, dude. I know, cringe, you know. Cringe, I know, it's cringe, I know, don't judge me, man, it is what it is. I love me some Gamer Subs. I haven't bought it actually in like 4 months, so I was like, let me get some Gamer Subs, bro. It's been a while. Super Bowl, I'm not really keeping up with the NFL too much, I'm going to be honest, I just don't care. I just do not care. My Jets are ass, although they're tied with the Falcons right now. Hopefully the Falcons win so we get a better draft pick, but I don't even know. Who's even like... The Chiefs suck this year. Who's good this year? Why are the Patriots good? Why are the Patriots good? Who the fuck do the Patriots have? Like, this is how out of it I am. Why are the Patriots 10 wins and the Bills are at 7 wins? Makes no sense to me. I don't really... why are the Bears good? What is happening? Why are the Bears good? And why are the Patriots good? I guess if I were to have like a team that I think is going to have the chance to win it all, I'll go with Green Bay. I don't know why. I like that defense. The sound is raw? Is strange? Hold on. Does it sound strange for anyone else? Is it just strange for you? It seems fine for me. Let me listen to my own stream. Give me a second, guys. There might be some feedback. I apologize. How's it going, guys? It is strange. Hold on a second. There's like an echoey thing. Let me see if I can fix that. That's really weird. Hold on. Thank you for telling me. I don't know what's going on. Why my voice is weird. Let me fix this, hopefully. Okay, does it sound better now? Oh, my mic was muted. Does it sound good now? How does my audio sound? Is it still echoey? I guess I can listen on my end. Hold on. Okay, does it sound better now? Oh, my mic was muted. Does it sound good now? How does my... It sounds alright. Like, it doesn't sound too bad now. It's a little weird, though. It does feel a little off, doesn't it? I can't explain it. I don't know what's going on. I apologize, guys, for the audio. But maybe I should have bought a mic on Black Friday, I guess. A new mic. I haven't got a new mic in a while. Maybe I should invest. I might have to. If I'm getting issues like this. Alright, either way, no worries. You can hear me for the most part, so it sounds fine. So thank you guys for stopping by the stream. We're going to be, if you're just joining us now, reacting to 2 chapters this week. Not 1, 2 chapters. 1166 and 1167. So strap in, grab your favorite snacks, grab your waters or whatever you're drinking, and buckle in, buckos. Cowboys ain't beating nobody in the playoffs, man. I am using OBS. Yes, I always use OBS. Cowboys don't... The Cowboys really were doing this? What's the definition of insanity, dude? No one's putting money on Dak Prescott in the playoffs. You'd be a fool too. Maybe the Cyber Monday, Mike. Maybe that's a good point. I might have to invest in that, honestly, because yeah, that was super weird. Like it was like echoey. I don't even know what to say to that. Anyway, let's just get the stream not working. Okay. All right. I will say, hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. That's what I was trying to say before all the mic issues happened. Let me hope. Bro, I'm trying to be real with you, dog. I gotta be real with you, man. I'm sorry. I can't lie to you. But, yeah, I mean, I had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I will say, you know, just as part of my pre-stream kind of like recommendations, dude. I know I'm behind on some of chat's recommendations for things to watch or read, so I have no business telling other people what to watch or read. However, I will say, I've been playing this game. Gotta recommend it. For anyone who's been very close knit to the channel, a little while back I played a little bit on stream on my Twitch. I played The Wolves Among Us, and The Wolves Among Us was very fun. I enjoyed it. But then, you know, time passed and I didn't get to play it. New game comes out by the same people that made Wolves Among Us and made the Batman Arkham style games, or the Telltale Arkham games, Telltale Walking Dead. So, alright, let me check out this game. Okay, let me check out this game. Bro, Dispatch. I know a lot of people already know what Dispatch is all about, but man, fucking love that game, Dispatch. I wish I streamed it. I should have streamed it. I am kicking myself for not streaming that game. That is a perfect stream game, dude. And it was fucking awesome. It was incredible. So I just got to recommend that out there for anyone. If you like story-based games, decision-based games, that kind of thing. Man, that shit had me in knots. Incredible game. Dispatch. Just get it and thank me later. That's all I got to say about it. Who did I choose to romance? Invisigal, baby. I'm sorry. It was hard. It was so hard, though. I literally ruminated on it for like 10 minutes. I was like, I can't choose. I had to pause the game. I'm like, I can't choose. See, the thing was this. This was my decision, okay? One character, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't played, but one character, really hot. Alright? Like, aesthetically, more my type. Then another character, I think, had better chemistry with the main character. better chemistry. Their interactions were more interesting. Their banter was better. The other character, although they were definitely more attractive by a large margin, I wasn't really vibing with the corniness. A little corny. A little corny. A little corny. Plus, what happened in the first 2 episodes, I felt a little off about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? How that one character acted in the first 2 episodes felt a little messed up, considering some revelations we found out at the end of episode 2, if you know what I'm talking about. So I was a little annoyed by that. I was like, that's kind of fucked up what you did. So when the decision came, ultimately, I made the decision for what I believe would be best for my boy, the main character. And I went with the person who he was on more of a, was more in line with, personality-wise. And you know what? I don't regret my decision at all. It was a perfect decision. That's all I'm going to say. What's up? Caught us all fanboy One Piece live reaction. Feels good, man. I'm glad you caught us, man. Every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do this. Like sometimes 3 o'clock, on certain days, but mostly it's 4. So if you want to catch the streams, that's the time to do it for anyone who's curious, who's watching this after the fact. But anyway, enough about Dispatch, man. I love that game to death. I stopped watching One Punch Man after season 2, or even I didn't finish season 2 because it's like it's kind of like the Kingdom thing to me. Like I'm sure, the Kingdom anime has great moments or whatever the case may be, but I love Kingdom so much. I love the artwork of Kingdom so much. I can't watch it be animated like that lackadaisically. Maybe that's not the proper word, but that ineffectively. Let's be nice. I can't do it. I can't subject myself to that, because I know what the manga looks like. So it hurts my enjoyment. If I never saw or read either of those things, I could probably enjoy the animes for either. But I know the source material. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I can't, man. The stream, by far the number one cause is their speakers, headphones are playing the game stream sound. My microphone doesn't have a microphone. Or my headphones don't have a microphone, so I'm not on Discord. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. I'll have to figure it out. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah. So on that note, I think I've messed around enough. We've shot the shit enough. It's time to start the reaction. What do you guys think? It's basically playing the stream sound back to you. I'm not kidding. I have a list here of all my audio. Oh wait, hold on a second. I think I might have found the issue. Hold on. I think I actually just found the issue. Because I was looking at because I have a mixer of all the audios that are currently playing. Oh, okay. I think I know what happened. And, looking at it, I have a bunch of these different audio sources for different things depending on what I'm streaming. And nothing was pinging at all except my microphone. I just didn't scroll all the way down. There was one at the bottom that was picking up something, and I muted it. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. We got there. We got there. Fantastic. Sorry it took so long. But yeah, it's time to react to the chapter. One Piece 1067, or 66, and 67. We're doing the two-parter. So let's start first with 1166, and we're going to go from there. What's up, Bruno? How we doing? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Fuck it, let's go. Here we go. Okay, we got a color page. Okay. What are they eating? Potatoes? I don't know what. Looks like fucking onions. What are they eating? Those look like potatoes, like baked potatoes, but they look like onions. It's weird. Anyway, One Piece. I mean, hold on a second. Why is Yamato? I just realized. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Why is Yamato here, man? Why is Yamato here? Interesting. Interesting indeed. We got a One Piece color spread. We got Shinobu. We got some raccoon dude. We got some foxes in the back. Usopp, Big Chop, Big Zo, Nami, Luffy. Okay. See, Oda, I just saw I usually don't read the notes of the author notes, but sometimes they're funny, and then Oda wrote this time around. Spontini, one of my favorite pizza spots, entered my Uber Eats delivery range, and I celebrated by eating way more than I should. He's like me for real! He's like me for real, dude. Look, see, I can appreciate Oda because he appreciates quality Italian food, as he should. As he should. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it, man. I respect that, Oda. Anyway, let's get right into it, man. Oh, I'm so fucking hyped, dude. The aftermath of the battle. Cough, cough. Did they really break the curse? Oh shit, he's back in normal form. Yo, Rox is back to normal. So they actually managed to reverse. Oh crap, so hold on. So they were able to, probably with Conqueror's Haki, reverse the Domi Reversi. It is possible, ladies and gentlemen, to reverse the Domi Reversi. Is it Conqueror's Haki? Is it just beating the shit out of someone until they can't fight no more? That does it? Or maybe just because Imu left. Who knows? Probably the former, I would imagine, rather than the latter. But all of them are messed up. Roger's messed up. Garp is messed up. Come on, stay alive. This island is... Damn it, it's too late. Roger, Garp, run. You can't die here. Yo, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Thanks for stopping me. Bro, they did him like that? Come on. Come on. You can't do my boy like that. Oh, that's crazy, man. You can't do fucking... You can't do fucking rocks like that, man. You can't do rocks like that, man. Come on. And I guess it is fitting in a way, but I will say, like, this man Garling is a fraud. This man Garling is a fraud. He's like, is the coast clear? Is he at 1 HP? Can I come and finish now? Good, good. Yeah, he didn't even have the decency to interrupt the fight midway through. He waited till that shit was over and then stabbed him like it fucking means anything. A child could have killed Rocks in his state. And you're telling me this bum, you know, I'm supposed to be like, oh wow, he's Garling? Really, Garling? Get the fuck out of here, Garling. Ain't shit. Ain't shit, alright? That's crazy that they killed him like that. That is kind of dirty. How's Rocks? Huff, huff. You're worrying about the enemy? I'm your enemy too. Really? Wait. Hold on a second. Bro, they got Gab. Hold on a second. So Rayleigh's got Roger, and Gabin had to save Garp. You know why that's fucking insane, guys? Do you want to know why that's insane to me? Do you want to know why that's absolutely crazy? This is not in any capacity a slander on Garp. It's not, so don't think that. Roger, of course, will be saved by his right-hand man, Rayleigh. That's a non-starter. Clearly, that's going to be what they do. On the other hand, where's Garp's right-hand man? Where? Oh, and I forgot about this motherfucker. He might forgot about this man. Oh my god. Bogard got completely abandoned, man. Just completely forgotten. He's supposed to be his right-hand man. And bro can't even come in to, like, pick up his homie at the end of all this. He couldn't even manage to do that. He had to be saved by a pirate crew. By the Roger crew. By Scopper Gabbin, dude. That's not pathetic for Garp because he did his job. That's pathetic for the Marines and fucking pathetic-ass Bogard, who's just there to aura farm and to contribute nothing else to Garp or anybody else in the Marines. He's literally there for drip and aura, and that is about it. To show up once every 560 chapters, and then just leave. That's insane to me. That's crazy. You're worrying about the enemy too. I'm your enemy too. Rayleigh, tell me what happened to Rox. He was killed. Hurry, the island's collapsing. Don't let the pirates escape. I will say, it seems as though I did notice it, but I was too busy in my rant mode to mention. Rox was communicating to both Garp and Roger, like mentally, like telepathically, or voice of all things kind of thing. Not like physically talking to them, but warning them. Like, tell them to get away and thanks for stopping me. He was sending that message mentally. So that's kind of awesome. That's pretty cool. Hurry, the island's collapsing. Collapsing? Don't let the pirates escape. Roger's ship is on the move. Fire. This event would leave no marks on the pages of history. That's crazy. The whole island is collapsing from their battle. The crumbling island was swallowed by the waves and consumed by fog, like curtains closing on a grand stage. Whitebeard, Lin, Kaido, nobody could find it in their heart to go back and save Rox. It hurts. It hurts a little bit. Because, you know, Roger's people had his back. I mean, Garp's people didn't have his back because they didn't show up for him either. But point is, you know, he got saved. Rox's people couldn't even be bothered to save him. It really, it's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucked up. I'm just being honest here. That was the essence of the God Valley incident. The sky is split. Let's go, full speed ahead. Yeah. The silence in the incident's wake lasted only a moment. My boy fucking Dragon, before a massive bolt of lightning split the heavens. And with that, the curtain rose for new tales to unfold. Still? Hold it in. Just wait till Roger's up. Come on, Captain, I'm dying to open up the treasure chests. Roger, sorry to worry you guys. Yeah, we're thrilled. More importantly, check it out. Don't you care about me at all? Shocky's safe and sound, this lucky-ass motherfucker Rayleigh, dude. And we scored a ton of treasure to boot. What a great haul. Oh shit! Oh, it's the fucking scene! Wow, Guga. What the? It's coming from that chest. There's something in there. Open it carefully. Huh? A baby? Rox pirates wiped out. Predictably, news coverage was falsified. Only one aspect of the story was highlighted. The heroism of Garp. It says that the Rox pirates have been vanquished. Rox is dead. I knew it. Vice Admiral Garp is the strongest. Garp, he's a hero. Yeah, he ain't gonna like this. Grand Line Navy HQ. What the hell is this article? Vice Admiral Garp. I can't wait to get my hands on that Morgan's fella. Relax, Garp. He only wrote that stuff because the government paid him off. The world government and the Marines are massive organizations. If you count the member of nation armies, we're talking about tens of millions of soldiers worldwide. It's impossible to account for everyone's actions and motivations. So if the top brass ever do strike me at if the top brass ever do strike me as insane, I'd Sengoku, dog, what are we doing? Sengoku, what are you doing? I turn a blind eye to it? Is this what we're doing? That's crazy. It's like, well, the governments are really powerful. And wow, I can't believe I defended this fool in the past. That's crazy. Damn, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. He just said that out loud. Wow. I'd simply turn a blind eye to it. Come again? It's just like I said, you're just another promotion-chasing fool. Shut up, what good can you do barking from the bottom of the cliff? Hey, you two. If you ever stray and get corrupted, I'll kill you myself. How reassuring, I guess that's what friends are for. Oh, man. I mean, this chapter's trying to redeem his perspective, being like, I need power in order to change anything. But if that's the case, like, if Sengoku is like, I need to work my way up to affect change. I need to get higher up in the rungs of leadership in order to actually affect change. If that was true, and I would take him at his word for that, what did he actually change in the present storyline? What did Sengoku actually do? Legitimately, can we point to anything that Sengoku actually did to affect positive change within a corrupt system? Maybe the Marineford War, like at the end, where he was like, I trust you, Shanks. Fine, take the bodies. Right? I'm just saying, like, that's wild to me. That's crazy. I guess it makes Garp look better by comparison. That's what Oda probably was going for. Where he's like, you know, Oda or Garp a couple chapters ago was like, you know, I'm gonna make sure that the lower tier Marines are protected or whatever, right? He said that, whether it was a chapter ago or two, I forget, but he said that, right? So I guess this kind of like highlights that, but even still, that's kind of wild. So you're not quitting then, right, Garp? Idiot. There are still things at the bottom of the cliff that need. Oh, speaking of which. Speaking of which, there are still things at the bottom of the cliff that need a guard dog. Just hammering that point forward. Just hammering that point forward. I see. Just bang, bang, bang. Just hammering that point forward. I still don't think that clears him of anything, really. I don't. I just, you know, I don't know. It's complicated. I will say this. It is complicated for the world of One Piece. It's easy to say things behind my computer. But in the world of One Piece, actually thinking in the character's perspective here, it's a lot more difficult and complex than just, you know, black and white here. But, yeah. Garp's not off the hook for me, still. Elbaf, New World. Wah, you again. I ain't letting you off on my ship. How many times do I gotta tell you, Pips? Oh, it's Loki fucking figuring out that he died. Oh, man, that's tough. You think I want to brat on my crew? What is this? The guy I want ain't giving me the time of day. But his snot-nosed brat won't leave me alone. Hey, Rocks, I think you're Nika. Yo, Nika, the warrior of liberation who will destroy the world while laughing. Interesting. Destroy it. I'm aiming to be the king of the world. Besides, if anyone's got that sort of power, it's Harold. Huh? Listen up, Loki. Somewhere out there, the Galera... The Galera? The Galera are slumbering. They're an outrageous band of ravagers. And the only one who can put them back into play is your pops. Wait. Is Galera, is he referring... Wait, so with Galera, is he referring to the frozen giants on Punk Hazard? I'm forgetting what they were called. They were called Galley something, right? So my guess is he's talking about the frozen giants on Punk Hazard. They're the only... And the only one who can put them back into play is your pops. So I'm going to continue to rally the rogues of the world. Huh. So, like, extra giants. I mean, if they're as powerful as, you know, Rox is pointing out, then that's a huge deal. And, interesting. Does that mean... Because he's talking about the only one who can do that is your pops, right? So that must mean that maybe he's referring to that devil fruit that is on Elbaf. That Harold, he wants to eat it. But now Loki probably has it. So Loki's going to be the one. I guess he does have a... I don't know. That's my guess, is Loki's going to be the one to free those giants on Elbaf. Or not Elbaf, on Punk Hazard. From the ice. I'm going to continue to rally the rogues of the world. Just imagine if Harold and I teamed up. Who could possibly stop us then? Wow, that's awesome. So why aren't you and Pops allies already? Because of love. Huh? But I'm going to come back again and again. I don't care if it takes me 100 or 200 meetings. Damn. It's a vicious assault. King Harold of Elbaf is on a certain island. Have any civilians been harmed? No. He attacked another giant, some thug. It's quite a brutal scene. You still don't get it. I understand. I'm really sorry. I'll never steal from humans again. You don't get it. None of you do. Huge trash heaps like you are responsible for the terrors in our race's history. And that's why we can't be trusted. We only desire to peacefully engage with the world now, but they can't trust that. Your Highness, he's already out cold. I didn't want to jeopardize Elbaf's chances of joining the world government. That was my only reason for not helping him. Don't cry now, you fucking rat. But it doesn't feel like luck's on my side anymore, Harold. Lend me a hand. I forsook my closest friend as he begged me for aid. I left him to die. You are a rat. You are a bum. We don't want to hear from you. You fucking turned your back on the only one who could have done it. Alright? He was so close. And you fucking turned your back on him, dude. Alright? The only chance you have at redemption... Only chance you had at redemption is cutting your ties with the world government. That's it. Cut your ties. Done. Say, I made a mistake. I fucked up. Me and the world government, no more. That is the only way you can redeem yourself in this point, at this instance. All right, that's it. There's no turning back now. I will never ever forgive a giant who does evil. Giant King loses it in the newspapers. Navy HQ underground detention cell. They locked my boy up. Come on, man. Oh, that's Garp. Oh, we get Garp and Dragon. Let's go. Let's go. Tap, tap. Dad, I'm going to quit the Marines. Okay. And you, I despise you. Okay. He gets it. He understands, man. He gets it. Garp gets it. He knows he's a piece of shit. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't. That's not why he did what he said. What he said. He said what he said because he understands how fucked up the Marines are, and he doesn't blame his son for leaving. Damn, it's the only interaction we're gonna see between Garp and fucking Dragon. And he called him Dad, dude. Oh my god. So fucking hype. Let's go. Harold, I've made up my mind, Ida. Elder Jarul, I don't care about appearances anymore. Haruden, Loki, you are both my precious sons. I want you to get along when I'm gone. Yeah, well, didn't exactly work out, did it? And do what you can to support Elbaf. Marine Forward Navy HQ. That ship's from Elbaf. What? My apologies, King Harold, but my superiors have ordered me not to let you land. High-ranking Marines and leaders of the world government, I ask that you please hear me out. He ripped out his horns? I guess we did see him with the scars on his head when we had the image of him. Allow me to atone for the sins of the past 1,000 years. I apologize for every wrong the giant race has committed. The children of Elbaf are being raised to live without harming others, so that one day they may walk hand in hand with humanity. I do all of this to prove our unwavering commitment to peace. I'll do whatever it takes to atone for our sins, even if it means becoming a fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This fucking bitch, dude. This fucking bitch, dude. Are you kidding me? I'll become a slave. Oh, become a slave. Oh, world government kun. Recognize me. Acknowledge me, world government kun. You're a fucking hoe, man. I am disgusted. 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 Disgusted, bro. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I am in utter shock. I am in utter shock of how much of a bitch you are. Holy shit. We have to be joking. Are we joking? I feel like I'm being trolled here. You're crying about losing your friend. You should have stood up for him, yada yada. And then the next moment you're like, oh, world government, recognize me. I'll be your bitch. Oh, put me in chains, yes, or bend over for you. Like, fuck you, you fucking bitch. Oh, that pisses me off, man. God. Nothing makes me more mad than a character that placates and accommodates evil. Oh my god. Oh, it's okay. We don't hurt my people. Oh, little on me. You don't hurt my people. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Jesus Christ. I understand that he's not working with the same set of information that I understand and know with the world government and understand the depths of their depravity. He doesn't understand that. He only sees it from the perspective of, like, the evils that the giants have caused. But maybe do a little bit of research to the world controlling entity that you're fucking bending the knee to before you do so. It's one thing to just, work with a group like this. Right? I don't give shit to the warlords for the same reason, because the warlords, it's an agreement, right? It's a mutually beneficial agreement. You do what you can for the sake of what you got. Okay, fine. That's one thing. There are problems with that, but that's one thing. It's an entirely different thing to be like, oh, here, world government, I brought my whips and my paddle and I brought some rope. Tie me down and start spanking my ass because I'm a little bitch boy. There's a difference between those two things, and that's what Harold just fucking did. Bro, that's crazy to me. He didn't think to ask anyone. He could have talked to Rocks at any point and been like, "Hey, tell me about this world government. Why do you got such a problem with them? What's the deal with them?" He was willfully ignorant. It wasn't, circumstance that bred his ignorance in the situation. It's his own willful ignorance. Because there were people around that could have informed him about anything he wanted to know about that group. But he didn't care. He only cared about his own perceived sins. Or the sins of people who lived thousands of years ago. Or hundreds of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Am I going crazy here? It's like, I thought he was redeeming himself. Like, oh, Harold, what am I done? I'm an idiot. I'm a fool. And then the next moment, government papa, please tell me I'm a good boy and let me ride in the front seat of the car. Buy me ice cream in McDonald's. I need my chicken nuggies. What a fucking bitch, man. I am just heated from that. I cannot stand this character. I'm happy he's dead. Fuck him. I cannot wait to see his death and what happened. I can't wait. I am ecstatic. To see him die. Fuck him. God. Absolute coward. A pathetic, just knee-bending coward. That's the chapter. I don't even want to talk about this chapter. I'm pissed. I guess we have to before we move on to the next chapter. I'm so pissed. I can't. I'm heated right now. I'm tilted, and I don't even know where to go from here. First speaking of tilted, Rox gets killed by Garling, like hitting it, like 1 HP killing him, which means nothing to me. He's a bitch too. Fuck Garling. The fact that Garp got saved not by his own right-hand man Bogard, but by Roger's left-hand man Scalper is pretty hilarious to me. We saw the Shanks on the crew reveal here. I am curious how Buggy got on the crew, though. How did Buggy get onto Roger's crew? That is the question, right? But we see Shanks getting on the crew with Shacky's hugging up on Rayleigh. Sengoku's kind of a bitch, but, Garp looks better in comparison. Then we get the flashback with Loki. I think that this flashback essentially indicates that Loki will probably be the one to free the... maybe Loki will join the crew. Fuck. Maybe he will. I really hope. I love Loki. I fucking love Loki. He would probably, immediately be my fourth favorite Straw Hat. Maybe third? Is that crazy? It would be Zoro, Luffy, maybe Sanji, and then Loki. It'd be close. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he needs to work. He needs to work his way up. But yeah, Loki's gonna free the giants, and then the chapter ends with something I don't want to talk about. This fucking hoe, this goddamn simp bitch. I cannot believe, dude. I understand that his intentions were good, whatever, but nah, fuck him. Let's move on to the next chapter, 1167. I am still tilted, but we're going to try to move on. Aida's Son. Cover request by Ideal Sanji. A cat is scolded for stealing a book, but Gen and Nojiko aren't mad. That's definitely, obviously, a reference to Nami's childhood when she stole books. "33 years ago, after the God Valley, big news! I could have sworn pirates were approaching off the shore. So big news was still, thriving 33 years ago. But there was something huge and shadowy emerging from the mist. Whoa. From the mist behind them. The underwater prison impelled down. Everything just went kaboom after that. Our ships was in ruins before we knew it. We were nothing but fish food. Sure it wasn't a seeking attack? No way, it was shaped like a human. Don't tell me you were in the infamous waters of the Florian Triangle. Oh shit. Oh shit. The fat chance we don't fish near that region. Everyone knows to avoid it. Anyway, that monstrous thing was definitely human-like. Oh, I thought that... Oh, bro, Oda just fucking... Oh, Oda just got me excited, bro, with the Florian Triangle monsters. Oh, that would have been so sick. A lot of folks were pissed at the chapter with Harold being a pussy. They're comparing him to, like, Odin from Wano. Like, being stupid, trusting evil to honor a promise. I just... You can't placate evil. You can't accommodate evil. The only way to deal with evil is to fight evil. Right? And evil is a subjective term, I understand, but when we're talking about the world government, there are many resources at your disposal to be able to realize that they are evil. They've broken every single code and law of man that is known to man. They don't hold anything sacred. You could just ask anybody, that knows about them. You could ask ask somebody, bro. Harold could have went and talked to Garp, and he would have been honest. If Harold went to people and actually tried to get knowledgeable about everything that he was going, about the world government, about pirates, about the world, if he tried to at least learn before he made his decision, I would understand it a little bit more. But he didn't even try that. He just had this warped perception of his role and his, crimes somehow due to the past sins of other people that he wanted to fix. That he was so blinded by that he just gave up all of his sovereignty, which is insane that you do that as a king. You're a bitch. Anyway, let's go back to the chapter. During this period, a rumor began to circulate among the Grand Line countries. They said a monster lurked deep in the foggy seas targeting pirate crews. The identity of that monster was none other than Harold. Few who sail those waters ever seen a giant with their own eyes, so to them he was nothing less than the very embodiment of fear. Harold now worked in the shadows to back the Navy as part of his atonement for the last 1,000 years of history. Fuck Harold. He may be my least favorite top tier in the series. Of all the people that are conquerors and top tiers, I don't think there's one I like less than Harold, and it's not even particularly close. I have my issues with Garp, like him exponentially better than Harold. I have my issues with Sengoku, exponentially better than Harold. Just saying. Meanwhile, the pirates who had gone their separate ways after God Valley continued to rise in prominence, and over the next decade or so, each of them would peak to become a defining face of their generation. Most of these pirates, Wang Ji and Shiki, simply clashed over territory. However, one crew broke through all the others and achieved a feat long believed to be impossible. They circumnavigated the entire world. There's Buggy. We don't get to see how Buggy joined the crew. Oh man, I want to know. Maybe we'll save that for Buggy's backstory. They were hailed as the crew of the King of the Pirates, Gold Roger. The public execution of the captured Pirate King was meant to serve as a spectacle. Let me just say, it's not lost on me that Buggy is doing the Nika dance. I'm just pointing that out. Man. Look at that. He's fucking hitting it, man. He's hitting it. He's hitting the Nika pose. Don't tell me he's not. Don't tell me Buggy D Clown is not. Buggy D Goat. A display of the world government's power. However, the world was plunged into even greater turmoil as countless souls set out in pursuit of the vast treasure Roger left behind. The One Piece name drop. No one had anticipated the advent of the Great Pirate Era. Navy headquarters found itself caught off guard. As a result, more than 10 giants were drafted into the Marines from all over the world in an effort to consolidate strength. During this stretch of time, Harold waited on the Navy hand and foot. You fucking bum. Wait. I don't want to see any more of this bum. I don't want to see him anymore. Getting so triggered by this. I can't stand this man, bro. He waited on them hand and foot. Do you need a hot towel, Mr. Marine? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Gorosei. May I lick your toes just to clean them for you? And your boot, too. Let me lick them clean, your boots. Tasty. Yes, very delicious. Boot tasting. Yes, fantastic. What a bitch. Do you see how huge he was? He was an ancient giant. I want to make him my slave. And that very year, he was finally granted formal permission to visit the Holy Land. A shallow sea contract? That is correct. Oh, shit, the tattoo! Oh! Consider yourself the right hand of the God's Knights. God's steel. It is a great honor. Oh my god, bro. He got a treat. The nice doggy got a treat, and he's doing tricks for them. Can you see the nice little tree? He rolled over for them, so they gave him a little treat and a rub on the bald head. You did good, kid. You did good. Continue to do more war crimes for us, and we'll maybe do something in your favor. Maybe we'll give you another little treat. Bro, I cannot stand this dude. I hate people like this, man. I fucking hate people like this. These groveling ass motherfuckers, man. Oh my god. There are 3 levels of contract. The shallow sea contract is a more minor pact. The deep sea and deep sea contracts are reserved for those who are to be bound fully to the true God. Only 13 individuals in the entire world receive that privilege. Interesting. The deep sea is the best contract you can get. Does that mean that Emu is a creature of the deep sea? Doesn't Emu mean water or something? Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I'm pretty sure this is a few weeks back, someone said that Emu's name is, for Japanese speakers, I don't know, or people who understand the language better, his name essentially translates to water or something, or something along those lines. So I theorized a few weeks ago that he was some sort of, obviously he's from hell. It's like a hell, hell is down, heaven's up. And he was like some sort of creature deep at the bottom of the earth, maybe in the sea. I don't know. Which also could explain the sea rise and why the sea hates devil fruit users so much. Because devil fruits are the what are devil fruits? Devil fruits are the manifested will of potential. Like someone imagines themselves I wish I could use telekinesis to grab that remote over there. That becomes manifested in devil fruits. Right? That's basically what Vegapunk said. So if devil fruits and their abilities manifested as a result to Emu's oppression, then it makes sense why Emu, being a god of the sea, would hate devil fruit users. Emu does not mean swordsman. I think that's incorrect, I'll be honest. I don't think that's right, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that's right, devil. But anyway, let's continue. It's a great honor to lick your boots, Saturn-sama. I kind of want to give him a bitch voice. It's too late now. There are 3 levels of this contract. The shallow sea contract is more minor pact. Deep sea and deep sea contracts are reserved for those who are bound fully to the true God. Only 13 individuals in the entire world receive that privilege. What do you mean by God? You will only come to know the greatest depths of this world on the day you become a full knight of God. Could Elbaf become a member nation then? Naturally, Harold. At that point, the entire world will be clamoring to welcome you. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to suck your dick. I mean, prove myself. Oh, I hate you so much, Harold. I hate you so much. Captain of the Knights of God, Figureland family, St. Garland. The Knights Temple, Shangara, domain of the gods. What is the Great One planning? You're gonna obey us even... Wait, you're gonna obey us even though you're King of Albath? Of course. Of course, just say the word. Bruh. Oh my god. We'll keep a long-distance transponder snail on hand and call you if we have need of you. You'll be free to travel the surface world, but you are forbidden to speak of our dealings. Understood. 20 years ago, the Ryugu Kingdom, Fishman Island. Ho ho ho, brr, haha. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time, Neptune. Me too, pal Jamon. We both have our fair share of headaches, don't we? To be honest, I don't think your son is that bad deep down. Let's not forget what your youth was like. Well then, if you put it like that. I'm just being honest. Brutally honest. Anyway, did I tell you a fortune teller predicted that I'd have a daughter in 4 years, Jomon? When the time is right, why don't we betroth Loki to my future daughter? Bararahara. Now you're going too far. Cut it. No, sorry, I gotta do the Harold voice. Ha ha ha. You're going too far. Cut it out. Hey, don't write her off so fast. She's not gonna be just any old mermaid. My daughter might as well be born with a power no one else could even handle, Jamon. Well, now that does seem like a perfect match. Let's have a toast. Here's to the futures of my mischievous troublemaker and your little Mosta. Don't call her that. She won't be Shaggy. That same year, Owl Library, Elbaf. Don't mention it. You're welcome to freely live here, soul. Thanks. Oh, that was Harold. Fuck. Actually, there's one thing I'd like to ask. What is it? If we get other learned folks on to help Elbaf, would you be willing to open a school here? A school? Huh, that's a nice idea. So, how long ago was this that he made a school? 20 years ago? Okay, makes sense. 15 years ago, a major incident occurred at the Holy Land of Marijois. My slaves are running away. The cells are broken. Hurry, or do you want to be their pet forever? Huff, huff. Oh, shit. We got a Fisher Tiger fucking sighting. Okay. We got a Fisher Tiger fucking scene. That's crazy. Huff, huff. Shift. Damn it. Is that a God's Knight? Is that Shanks? I can't tell. That kind of looks like Shanks. He's got a sword. And it does look like he has scars. Yeah, he looks like he has the scar. So yeah, that's Shanks. What the fuck? Hold on a second. That's Shanks, dude. What the fuck just happened? Fisher Tiger says, damn it, is that a God's Knight? He attacks Shanks? Why does he have a fucking piece of paper in his hand? Listen, the armory will be left unlocked for you. I'll tell you the location. That's gotta be Shanks. Yeah, that's gotta be Shanks. What the fuck? What? Maybe it's Shamrock? I don't think so, but I see the scars on his face. Well, I guess, would he have the scars at this point from Blackbeard? I maybe imagining he would, right? This is 20... How many years ago is this? I don't even know. 20 years? Shanks would be the only one to help out, but why was he there? Why was Shanks there in Marishwa, huh? Tell me that. Interesting. And yeah, they freed him. Look, his fucking Shanks cut off his wrist chains or whatever the fuck you call them, the manacles. Hurry, big sis, Sandersonia. There's someone out there, someone fighting to free us all from this hell. Oh, that's a Boa. Hurry, Koala. Koala, dude. Oh my god, dude. We're getting everybody in this. This attack on the Holy Land was carried out by Fisher Tiger. In the wake of this incident, he would go on to become captain of the Sun Pirates. Sounds like it was pretty rough. Oh, this is Harold. I gotta speak like a bitch. Sounds like it was pretty rough. They say someone with the government must have left the armory open for them. Now it's up to us to find the culprit. I can't wait to execute them. There is someone I want to introduce to you, Harold. His name is... That was Shanks, dude. Oh my god! Why is he there? My name is Shanks. Or his name is Shanks, huh? He's Shamrock's younger brother. They were separated a long time ago due to circumstances. Oh my god, dude. This is good shit. He has suffered many hardships in the surface world. If he were to form a deep-sea contract, I believe he'd make a great asset on par with Shamrock. For the time being, however, he's been given the rank of God's Steel, just like you. Oh, man. Oh, man, dude. I know I said the same thing when I first met Shamrock, too, but I can't shake the feeling that I've met you before. What? I know I said the same thing when I first met Shamrock, too, but I can't shake the feeling that I've met you before. Huh? What does he mean by that? I have no inkling of what that could potentially even mean. I met you before? Is he just talking about like the Roger connection? The vibes are similar? But he said the same thing about Shamrock. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Interesting. That's a piece of dialogue I will be keeping in the back of my mind, though, because I'm sure as time goes on, we'll get an understanding. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just some giant commoner from the surface. Don't act so familiar with me. Oh, Shanks does have a bandage on his face, dude. Oh, so this was right after Blackbeard gave him the scar. Oh, shit, man. Oh, shit. Yo. That's crazy. So that was Shanks. I was blessed from birth with Figureland's blood is in my veins. I have no doubt I'm going to become a god's knight before you. Guess I mistook you for someone else. Shanks is playing an act. He's clearly lying. This isn't Shanks for real. He's doing something. Come on, Shamrock. I wish to deepen my knowledge of the Holy Land, and I shall apprehend that traitor to claim the credit I deserve. Are there any leads? Bro, brothers side by side is crazy, yo. Look at God Steel devotee, Figureland family, Saint Shanks. Knight of God, Figureland family, Saint Shamrock. It can wait until your wounds are fully healed, Shanks. You cannot fathom the anguish of having the last 24 years of your life wasted. Oh, wait, no, Shanks is saying that. Surprisingly, Shamrock said, it can wait until your wounds are fully healed, Shanks. Is that genuine brotherly care I'm hearing from Shamrock? Is that genuine brotherly care? I'm just saying, dude. Devil said, "Give me your regeneration, emu." This is Devil Fruitless Blackbeard. I was up against. Stupid. You fucking stupid. You're not wrong, but Jesus Christ. Come on. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. He's got the tattoo. We saw it when he was talking to, to Scopper, man. So yeah, he had the regeneration, which, the same arm in which the Sea King, like someone said before, got eaten. So one has to ask, one has to wonder. Oh my god. Shanks says, "You cannot fathom the anguish of having the last 24 years of your life wasted. No wonder the rest of the world seems so alien to me." He's clearly playing a role. Like, I enjoy, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the Shanks is a rat meme as much as the next guy. I truly do enjoy it. I find a lot of pleasure and fun in it. But realistically speaking, he's clearly playing a role. He said himself, "I want more information on the Holy Land." Bro's trying to get some insider knowledge. See, this is the kind of shit that... This is the kind of, like, shit that this man Harold should be on. Harold should be on... This is what he should have been doing. Gathering information, learning about these motherfuckers, and then act. But no, he's too willing to be like, "World Government Coon, notice me. Notice me, senpai." He's too willing to please these fuckers. Shanks, he's got something going on, man. He's got something going on, dude. Bro, they both look clean as hell. Shamrock and Shanks look fucking sick. Legitimately sick. "I hated everything down there." And Harold's like, "You're fucking lying, bro." That same year, the fishing village on Elbaf. "It's no good. My medical knowledge is too limited. Let's call Harold and see if he can get us in touch with a more skilled doctor." "Don't. He's got a lot on his plate now. What's the point of fostering a network with the world government if we don't use it? I can recover on my own." "You keep saying that, but you're getting weaker by the day. You have to get better. Harold will be heartbroken if you don't, you know." "Mato, keep the tavern open." "No way. How can I when you're this sick?" Yeah. Figured this was coming eventually. "Whenever Harold's home, he always goes straight to the elders and begs them to allow you to legally marry. That fool, he knows how happy I am with my tavern. I enjoy befriending sailors from all over the world. It may not be much, but I feel like I'm helping Harold by doing that." "Hey, foreign hag." "What?" "Loki, cook up this meat for the old hag, will ya?" "The tavern's my main hangout spot. I want her to reopen it." "Good grief, that troublemaker has grown out of hand. I'm glad you've been able to keep him in line. Even with Haruden and his friends away, looking for a doctor, your boys really love you." Oh, my heart, man. This is great. Everyone's blowing this out of proportion. I'll be fine, but it does make me smile. Albaf, Alcohol Village, hometown of Loki's birth mother. "Huh? What'd you say?" "We were talking about how utterly unbearable it'd be to let that foreign bitch worm her way into the royal family. You're with us, right, Loki?" "Oh, you motherfucker. We're Estrid's relatives. She was Harold's true wife. We can't let anyone have a claim on our inheritance. That's why I slipped a little... Wow, you motherfucker. That's why I slipped her a little dose of poison. This stuff's fatal. Her days are numbered." I still remember my birth. Oh, Loki wasn't having any of it, my boy, dude, my goat, my fucking goat. Let's go. Join the crew. Join the crew. I need Loki. Loki's goated, man. He's one of the best One Piece characters, man. He's getting on my list. He's getting close to my list. He's getting there. He's getting there. He's got to stick the landing, Oda, and you have me. You've got me. You stick that fucking landing, I'm yours. All right. I'm on Team Loki all day, every day. Okay. I still remember my birth mother. She hated me. She had me thrown into the realm of the dead. Who gives a shit about inheritance? Your whole family is nothing but trash. Now answer. Ida won't actually die, right? I bet you must get pretty lonely, right, Loki? Wouldn't it be better to stay with us? The only mother... the only mother I've ever known. Oh. My goat. My goat, dude. With the hammer. Oh, he's got Mjolnir. Or whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, man. I fucking love this, man. Cinema. I think the chapter ends there, yeah. That was a fucking awesome chapter. That made me feel better after last chapter. Last chapter made me mad. This chapter brought it back to me. Got a little emotional right there at the end. But, I do have one question, though, that wasn't addressed in this chapter, and maybe it'll be addressed during Blackbeard's flashback. But what happened with Blackbeard's mother? She got away, right? So she didn't die on God Valley. So she spent some time with Blackbeard before she was killed. I missed the part of the page. Oh, I did. You're right. I'm sorry. Let's read that. Mato, we can't hold off ringing Herald anymore. On it. We may not be related by blood, but I see him the same way I do Haruden. Oh, you're trying to hurt me even more? No! Oda, don't do it. Loki is still my cute little son. Ah, Loki, hey. Ida really isn't really gonna die, right? Oh. It did seem like an abrupt shift. So, that makes a lot more sense. I love he fucking broke his arm. Just snapped that shit like a Z, bro. Thank you for that. I'm glad I caught that. That was good. I don't think she grew old because remember when Whitebeard took Blackbeard on a ship, he was still pretty young. Definitely older than he was in God Valley, but he was still pretty young. And he was an orphan, allegedly. Maybe his mom is still alive, right? And sent him out to join Whitebeard's crew at a really, really, really young age. But my guess is something happened to her. And Blackbeard's backstory is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. I'm very excited for that when it happens. But yeah, last chapter pissed me off. This chapter was awesome. We got a lot of info on Shanks. He is seemingly infiltrating Marie-Joie to gain some information on the world government. He got a contract, right? And with his contract, he could regenerate, but my guess is he just did that to get close to the world government, learn about Emu and stuff. And then with Luffy, once he ate maybe it was the old. Someone said before. Actually, I should have read the comment. Let me read that comment. Shanks applying to find Gum Gum. Maybe that's a good point. Maybe the Nika stuff, like Shanks learned some stuff from Roger before he died, and knows about Nika, and that's why he went after the Gum Gum specifically, and that's how we got insider knowledge on where the Gum Gum would be. And once Luffy ate it, Shanks is like, okay, I gotta trust in this kid to get it done. Got his arm eaten in the process, basically severing his ties to the world government, and then headed out as a pirate from there on out. That's how I imagine it. I missed the Mosa connection? What are you talking about? What Mosa connection? Hey Zoro fanboy and everyone, hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Both these chapters are awesome sauce. I wonder if we get more Shanks that's leading up here as Loki goes on a rampage. I'm sure we'll get a quick little well, I don't know if we're going to get anything with Shanks versus Loki, but we're going to get everything up to Harold's death, I would imagine. So next chapter should be Harold's death based on what I'm seeing. Maybe one chapter in between. I'm not sure. But Harold's death is coming soon, and that's what the flashback's going to end. I'm surprised we're getting as much as we're getting. Oda is adding a lot to this backstory for a lot of characters, so yeah. He's clearly, like, ironing out his timeline. Mosa is who Loki was talking to. Oh, on the Den Mushi! On the Den Mushi! Okay. Where did they mention most of this chapter? Was it Harold? I mean, not Harold. Was it Neptune that was talking about Mosa? I'm going to read this real quick. Daughter. When did Mosa get mentioned? Hey, don't write her off. She likes she's me. My daughter's well. Did I miss it? Hold on. Wait. Oh, okay. So it was Harold that jokingly called her Mosa. I don't know what Mosa means. All I know is that in One Piece film Z, that one dude had the Mosa fruit, right? It was like, or he'd say Mosa when he was kind of dancing around, shooting plants at motherfuckers to do the Sanji beat. That's the one thing I know about Mosa. What does Mosa actually mean? I don't know. So he was talking to Shirahoshi? But how did Shirahoshi get a transponder snail to Loki or vice versa? And I remember that panel too. That panel with Mosa, like the Den Mushi was like fully hairy from top to bottom. You know what I mean? I remember that Den Mushi, and I was like, who the fuck is super hairy in One Piece? It was like super hairy. Right? Usually Den Mushis replicate a little bit of the physical appearance of the person you're talking to, right? So I don't think that's Shirahoshi. I think that's just a joke. I mean, they should marry. Like, that'd be awesome. That'd be an awesome marriage, for sure. But you know what I'm saying? The Mosa thing doesn't make sense to me. Mosa means hairy. So just because Harold called his daughter potentially hairy, that means that Shirahoshi is? Like, Shirahoshi doesn't seem like the type to have a pen pal. She was locked up in her room for decades or however the fuck long it was. I'm not buying into that. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe he's talking to King Neptune, because he is hairy, right? Maybe he's talking to King Neptune. That's possible. Maybe Neptune is still trying to play the angle of like, maybe we can get you married to my daughter. I wouldn't be surprised if that was Neptune. Not Shirahoshi though. I agree. I think it's Neptune, Malcolm. If anything. I mean, it might not be even him. It might be someone else, but that would be my guess. But that would be a fucking like dynamic duo, Shirahoshi and him. And it'd be kind of funny dynamic because Shirahoshi's such a pathetic wimp. And, Loki's such a fucking overwhelming personality that I feel like that would be very, like, that'd be a good match. Let's put it that way. So, even if it is her, I'm fine with that. Like, it's a little weird with the Mosa thing, but fuck it. I'm shipping it. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. Why not? I'm telling you, Fishman Island is going to be important very soon, guys. Everyone always keeps forgetting about Fishman Island because the arc sucked. But let's be realistic. Fishman Island is of vital importance to the future. Not only for the final war, what we saw during the mural, right? We know the fishmen are going to be involved, and Shirahoshi's power is going to be involved as an ancient weapon. But the prediction, Madame Shirley's prediction, right, of Luffy destroying Fishman Island. The more and more we're getting in One Piece about the Sea Devil being at the bottom of the sea, potentially being Emu, and the water level rising, and the more and more that fishmen want to be integrated into the surface world as much as possible, it makes sense to destroy Fishman Island because it is an isolationist place by its very nature, being as far down under the sea as it is. It's 50,000 meters below the sea, something like that. So just by the very nature of its proximity to the surface, it is inherently sectioned off. And if the theme of One Piece is bringing everyone together, right, destroying the red line, combining all seas into one, making interconnectivity more possible, then it makes sense to basically say we're done with Fishman Island. The Noah was probably a device or a ship designed to get the fishmen or people who are living over there in Fishman Island to the surface to eventually integrate with the people of the surface in some way. So that's all to say that Fishman Island is going to be very important soon. The prophecy, the fact that Blackbeard is aware of Shiroshi's power now that Caribou is spilling the beans to him. All of this is going to come to a head very soon. And I'm so excited for it. It's going to be fucking legendary, man. I mean, to each their own. I personally think it's the worst arc in One Piece, probably. Well, no, that's not true. It's hard to criticize East Blue Saga because it's such an epilogue, or a preamble. Epilogue's end of story. It's more of prologue. That's what I'm thinking. Prologue. It's more of a prologue to the real story of One Piece than anything. But I think the worst arc in One Piece is probably Syrup Village for me, and it's not even particularly close. But if I'm being kind to time skip one or to East Blue One Piece, and taking it for what it's worth, then I think pound for pound the worst arc is probably Fishman Island, considering the excitement and the hype and everything building up towards it. But that's just me. Everyone can have their own opinions, obviously. But yeah, that's just me. Yeah, I mean, Loki wanted to marry Lola, right? We got that one panel with him holding a flower looking sad when she said no. So, I mean, are we going to learn about that? I don't know. With this whole flashback and the Knowledge Rocks had, I wonder if that's why Big Mom wanted Lola, because of the connection they have. Oh, yes. She knows the giants are a big deal. Everyone in the One Piece world is vying for their power. Big Mom wanted to get it through political marriage. The government's doing it by force. Shanks is doing it through friendship. Everybody is trying to get a little bit of that giant, winning formula, Can we agree that the owl of the library will come along to shrink Loki so he fits atop the ship? If he does join the crew, I think that he's going to need to be shrunk, regardless. Maybe his devil fruit allows him to shrink. I don't know. We don't know what his devil fruit is. Maybe his devil fruit gives him the ability to shrink his size, makes it convenient. If Oda wants Loki on the ship, he'll justify a reason for him to be able to be on the ship. Straight up. If he wants to justify it, he'll make it happen. So we'll see. In that flashback between Shanks and Gabin, we see that he had the same tattoo as Harold. Yes. Maybe he lost his arm intentionally to sever ties to Emu. Yeah, I had mentioned this earlier, but I pretty much agree with that. He, sequence of events, he got scarred by Blackbeard. He went to Marijois to... Maybe during his fight with Blackbeard told him something about the world government that got him, curious about them. Because Blackbeard, his mother knows everything about Emu and everything, right? So she probably told Blackbeard. So Blackbeard knows all about rocks, all about Emu, all that stuff. Blackbeard in his fight with Shanks maybe alluded to some of that. Shanks, after being scarred by Blackbeard, went to Marijua to pretend to be one of, Garling's sons, one of the Figurelands, gets the tattoo, playing espionage a little bit. Before that, obviously, he helped free the slaves. And after, doing the God's Night stuff and getting information on maybe on the devil, on the Gum Gum no Mi, learning a little bit about that, he said, okay, I'm good. Went to go after it to get the Nika fruit for himself, to be basically the next Nika to start a revolution, whatever the case may be. But Luffy ate the fruit instead, so his plans shifted. He had to wait for Luffy. So he let the Sea King eat his arm, I agree, to cut ties with the world government, and everything leading up to now is him monitoring Luffy and preparing for Luffy for the time to take out Emu, I guess. I don't know. If that's the case, then why is Shanks going for the One Piece right now? He could have done it all this time. That's the one question I have. But outside of that, it all makes sense. Especially if Shanks dies, because we are getting too much in. Oh, good point. Shanks, Blackbeard's gonna kill Shanks probably at some point. I'm just, it just makes too much sense to me. Because the thing is, like, Shanks was the child of destiny, right? Think about this. Shanks was the child of destiny. He was intended to be. So that's why he probably sought out the Nika fruit. But when he wasn't able to get it, he is no longer the child of destiny. He's just a placeholder. He's just someone who, to some degree mentored the next child of destiny. Blackbeard would be the other child of destiny. Blackbeard having the opposite fruit of Luffy, the darkness fruit. Assuming the other Loki's Devil fruit isn't the opposite, but it's a very similar one. Luffy's the god of the sun. Blackbeard is, got the darkness fruit on top of everything else he has. So they're on a collision course, and Shanks doesn't really fit in the equation of that. He just doesn't. He doesn't fit. And now that I'm thinking about it, speaking of Yonkos and Yonko crews, when fucking Mihawk said to Shanks, I don't fight one-armed has-beens, do you think that's in reference to the fact that he no longer had his fucking tattoo? Ooh, that's spicy. Do you think that's had something to do with that? He fought him when he was full power, 2 arms with the God's Knight's tattoo. I'm just saying, it makes sense, doesn't it, guys? There's a lot here. Long Ring, Long Land will never be my least favorite arc because it has Aokiji versus the Straw Hats on it. And it was low stakes and it was fun. That's the thing. It was fun, man. It was a fun arc. It wasn't meant to be super serious, super incredible. It was just a fun arc, man. We got Afro Luffy. We got Sanji and Zoro teaming up. There's some good moments in that arc. We got some really funny moments with Chopper and Robin. The Davy back stuff. Like, it had good moments. Like, it's not a shit arc. It just wasn't, one of the more serious arcs. So, yeah. He fought Mihawk beforehand? Are you sure? Are you sure he did? Because when Whitebeard was talking to Shanks, right? He talked about their duel being an epic duel or whatever the case may be. I remember those epic duels you guys had. So I don't know. Timeline seems to work for me. So, like, yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure. Yeah, I already talked a little bit about Loki potentially joining the Straw Hats. I'm in favor of it. I love Loki. I think he's one of the best characters we've gotten in a while. New characters that we've gotten in a while. There's no one there's no one in Onigashima / Wano that I like better that was introduced on Wano slash Onigashima. Yeah, I mean he's literally like my favorite newly introduced character since Katakuri, probably. And he has all the tools to surpass Katakuri potentially. And I love Katakuri, dude, with a fucking passion. So that's saying something. You know? By the way, if you're joining us or just watching the stream for fun, be sure to like the video, help support the stream, support the channel. I've been streaming for a while now. Normally my streams are only an hour because I do one chapter, but I've been yapping for about an hour and a half now. My voice is about to die. So support me by liking the video. Support my pain. The Blackbeard Pirates already have a giant of their own, so it would make sense if the Straw Hats get one too. Loki versus fucking what's his face would be a good fight. I mean, that would be a one-sided fight though. You know, but like he's so strong, it's kind of wild. Like I don't know if that's fair. Is that fair? You know what I'm saying? To have Loki join the Straw Hats, they're already busted. Like their crew is so busted. Like Jinbei joining was a luxury of riches. To have Loki join would be insane. I mean, there's a small chance that Loki ends up joining up with Blackbeard because of the connection to rocks, right? So that makes more sense, really, if you think about it. But I would love Loki because I like Loki too much. So I don't know. He lost his arm shortly after his visit to the Holy Land. Hold on. Hold on a second. Shortly, how long ago did he become... Let me go look at the timeline. How long ago was this Holy Land trip? $15 years ago. Okay? 15 years ago. Alright, 15 years ago, Luffy was 4 during this time. So Luffy was 4. If I remember correctly, Shanks was 20 when he had a 1 billion berry bounty, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me Google this because I don't want to speak of bullshit. Yes. So yeah, yes. Shanks' bounty was when he was 20 was 1,040,000,000. So that's when he was 20 years old. How old is Shanks now? 39 years old. So that means that 15 years ago, doing the math, he was 24 years old. Right? Which means that he was 24 when he joined the Knights here. The God Knights. Which means this is well after, like he had, 4 years after he had a billion berry bounty. So he was already a monster. So Shanks fought against Mihawk when he had 2 arms. So here he has 2 arms. This is 4 years after his billion berry bounty. So who knows how high his bounty is now, right? And Mihawk fought him after this point. After this point. Probably. I mean, they probably had multiple duels. But he fought him before he had his arm cut off. So it's unclear exactly when in the timeline they had their fights necessarily. But he was already a monster by the time he fought him, because he fought him with 2 arms. Regardless. Whether or not he had the tattoo, who knows how long he had it. It's hard to say. How old was Luffy when Shanks saved him? How old was Luffy when Shanks saved him? Let's look that up. He was 7. Luffy was 7 when he debuted in the first chapter. So that means that this is 3 years. Shanks met up with Luffy 3 years after this event. Because Luffy was 4 during the timeline. So 3 years passed between this point and Luffy and Shanks losing his arm. So it's completely rational to say that within that 3-year gap, Mihawk fought Shanks. Either for the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time. Who knows how many times, right? They dueled many times. I believe it was like, let me go back. I'm looking up. I could have swore I saw somewhere that it said that Luffy's bounty was $1 billion when he was 20. I remember reading that, somewhere online. I know online isn't the most reliable. And then I Googled it, and Reddit is saying that that's what he was. Let's go over it here. There's a Reddit post saying Shanks' bounty was $1,040,000,000 when he first came to Goa Kingdom. What is that from, though? Someone said from episode 1029 and 1030. I don't watch fillers, so apparently it was from an anime episode, so take that with a grain of salt. But taking all the information at face value, I'm just pointing that out. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know? Blame Toei Animation, not me. If Loki does end up going with the Blackbeard pirates, he will probably realize that Blackbeard are slightly different ways than rocks, even though they have inherited will. And not only that, but he's going to see Luffy this arc, and he's going to know that he's the real Nika. Right? He's going to see Nika in action, so how is he going to react to that? Bro, there's so much good shit coming all down the pipeline. There's Harold's death. There's Luffy and Loki teaming up to fuck shit up with Zoro and Sanji and everybody. There's Brook and his daughter, Gunko. What's going on with that? Bro, there's so much good shit. There is so much fucking good shit, man. And then what's Brook's history? How does he know about the Holy Knights? What's his connection to that? I'm just saying, there's a lot of questions I need answers to, man. You know? A lot of fucking questions that I need answered. And then so yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to wait for the Mihawk bounty to get the proper timeline of when they fought, because it's kind of vague. All we know is that Mihawk fought Shanks before he lost his arm. Whatever. However many years ago, 13 years ago, right? What was he, 7 years old? Then it would be, 12 years ago, because Luffy's 19, so 19 minus 7, 12. Yeah, he was, 12 years ago. So, before 12 years ago, Shanks and Mihawk fought, and Whitebeard commented that they were legendary duels. And if Mihawk's commenting on that, these weren't like little kid scraps. So, I'm just pointing that out. And Shanks, allegedly was very strong pretty early in his life. So even if he was, let's just say for argument's sake, he was a Billy plus bounty fighter at the age of 20. That means a lot. That's saying a lot. Because unless they fought prior to him being 20, so either one of two things is true. Either, number one, they fought prior to the Billy bounty, and their fight basically gave Shanks the bump to $1 billion, right? Or number two, he was already at $1 billion, which makes the fight even more impressive for both sides. I'm just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. My voice is dying, guys. I'm gonna have to wrap up here, though. I've been yapping for 2 hours straight here. So we're going to end the stream on that note. I want to thank everyone for stopping by and supporting the double stream this week. You know, it means a lot to me. I really appreciate everyone stopping by and commenting and giving their 2 cents on things. So it was a really great chapters, a good, great discussion. Harold's a bitch. Fuck Harold. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we're gonna end it there. I'm gonna have a good. I'm gonna get some rest, drink some water. I'm gonna take off. Have a great night, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. See you next week. There's no break next week, right? Oh, damn it, the Jets won. I wanted them to lose, man. I want that draft pick. You know, that's all I got to look forward to are these draft picks. Why are they winning games, bruh? Why are they fucking winning games? God damn it.